Developmental Disability Council here at the U.S. Capitol. It's a little brisk, cold morning. We're going to have a big day.
But it's going to get hot very soon when we enter the inside of the sausage factory that is the U.S. Capitol, where the policies are made on a daily basis. And it's going to be, this is my first time actually walking in those owl halls of power. And I'm overwhelmed, but Bob Ross told me.
Like in one of the earlier shows I mentioned, we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
I will tell my story and do the best, and hopefully these marble halls will not have us run out screaming and yelling. So it'll be fun. I don't know how to describe it.
I know it's cold, but you gotta wait here for him.
Yeah.
Or is that mark right there?
I don't know how to describe it, but there's some, all of a sudden, all the little foil jokes I like to make are gone because I've met the magnitude of reality now. And it's going to be a interesting day today. And we'll just see what happens as hopefully I won't commit any capital offense. That would not be good. And there it is, the U.S. Capitol, the biggest building in D.C., the legislation of the free world, and we are about to convene. Senators, very nice to meet you. I just want to ask you a question. Imagine yourself in a world where everybody's language is of a Windows personal computer, and the other individual, me, is the language of a Macintosh computer, and trying to navigate and communicate that on a daily basis. I'm high functioning, I'm an individual who has high functioning Asperger's, have a master's degree. I've been very blessed, supported family, but I've also had to use resources at the state level for disability, that will or may not come from federal funding, the various programs and stuff. Not everybody on the autism spectrum is able to be as highly functioning, but they do have things to offer. Very detail-oriented, but they just need that hand up, not a handout. And it's very critical to have programs and keep programs for those individuals. We want everybody to be successful. We want everybody to have that chance at success. We want everyone to know they can do it, they can be positive members of society. We all have talents and unique ways of looking at the world. I'd like to give an example. Once I was at the arsenal working, and a deer ran into my car. And there were two other baby deer, they made it across the street. I went to report it, got really stressed, drew me off, come back to the position where the deer is. It was lying on the ground when I left. It wasn't there anymore. The gentleman asked me, okay, we'll write the report. He goes, were there any witnesses? And not thinking, I said, or not thinking about how it sounded, I said there were two other deer and they went into the woods and ran away. And, I look back and go, oh, that's pretty funny, but you could see the guy's face looking like, what? And then I repeated it. And it's hard to tell when people are being sarcastic to me. And on the flip side, it's hard for people to figure out when I'm sarcastic or not. And it's one of those things, programs that allow people to integrate, to learn communication skills, to learn those professional matters, to learn to properly speak, have interviews, do interviews, which I have gone through nonprofits and stuff to work on that, because getting jobs and being laid off in interviews are very difficult. Because you tend to be logical, and you tend to say what you think, you tend to mean well, but it comes out bad. And so those are one of those things I want you to consider. We want everybody to have the potential to be the full integration, inclusion into society. And I just ask you to take a look at that and consider that, because it means a lot to the world, to us.
No. So your help right now is through Social Security?
It's not through Social Security. I've used help for like when I was between jobs, I had a grant funding aid. I've used services like nonprofits like Mainstream to help me with interviews, or rehab services, help me finding job services, those sorts of things. So that's my experience. I've been very blessed, like I said. I have a family, but not everybody has that support. Some people need programs that are very beneficial to them to help them get that leg up, not a handout. And it's very important that you take that into consideration.